the notification. The rental dwelling registry is out, and so can you just explain that?
Yeah, so I'll be honest, that was kind of old language where we would look at a rental registry for who owned the property, but we're looking at, I think, a higher source of verification of ownership through the state records, the ARPAS program. So with all of that, I think it's a much better source. So we just figured we haven't used the rental registry, I'm probably saying decades. So I think it was better that we just get rid of it and focus on the system that's the best.
Great, thank you.
Now joining us is Councilmember Anane. Thank you for joining us. Does anybody else any questions about 86225, about the fine or the refuse collection? Pretty clear. All right, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to move ordinance 8.62.25 out of committee with a favorable recommendation.
Seconded by Joyce Love. All in favor say aye. Any abstentions? Any nays? Thank you. Now ordinance 148125 to deals with the membership of the examining board of plumbers. Frank, I think this one's self-explanatory. It has to do with residency requirement.
Yeah, I'm actually, to be honest with you, that actually is a function of buildings and codes. It's not
Yes,
DGS,
okay, yes.
yeah.
So
But-
basically this is just allowing the,
So I have
list.
nothing to add to that. I don't
Right.
have any issue, but yeah.
Basically this is just allowing the list to go beyond the city of Albany, like all our ordinances, you know. So we can get more plumbers involved off the list. I assume it's going to be done with the electrical also someday. Any other questions?
It seemed pretty clear cut. It was just to expand the pool.
Right. That's basically what's expanding the pool.
Yeah.
Any questions? Any? No. Want to make a recommendation?
I'd like to make a motion to move ordinance 148125 out of committee with a positive recommendation.
Second?
I'll second.
I just want to say for the record that Commissioner LaJoy had a death in the family, and he was not able to speak on behalf of this, but he was in favor of this change, for the record. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Now we're going to do, Joyce, which one's your resolution? 93? All right, we're going to go resolution 938125, renaming Sharon Avenue. Joyce, would you like to speak on that?
Yes.
You want to hit the button, Joyce? Yeah.
Yes. Deputy, this lovely woman, my dear, is one of your supervisor's grandmother, Corey Johnson. That's his grandmother. And the reason why they call her my dear is because she was like everybody's mother in the neighborhood, in the whole neighborhood. If you came to Albany and you was looking for a place to stay or a meal, and people tell you, go right down on Sheridan Avenue, whatever number, 175, my dear, give you a meal, find you some place to stay. You know, like she had people that had room in houses back in the days. She was a lovely lady. She loved to cook. She loved to dance. But I tell you something, the Madeir, Tyler Perry, the Perry Madeir, ain't got nothing on her. When I say this is a Madeir, and I'm quite sure a couple of her kids and grandkids would tell some jokes about her, but this Madeir, she's the original. She is the original. So I was talking to her, one of her granddaughters, and she wants to set this up for October the 3rd at 2 p.m.
Is that a Friday, I believe?
So can we say October the 3rd at noon? I'm going to change it to noon. And I'll text her and tell her noon. It still have to come out of committee and also be voted on at the council.
I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem to be able to
Okay.
do that date.
All right.
I actually was at this woman's funeral.
Oh, okay.
I actually went the outpouring of love at her funeral, her and her daughter,
Right.
right? Was her daughter, his
Right.
mother was her, yeah, they're
Right.
both, it's an amazing family.
Right, amazing family. So yes, I'm all for this, naming the street after Viola, my dear.
Frank, I assume this is enough time to get the sign ready? I mean, I don't know that process.
It won't be a problem.
That won't
I
be a
can't imagine. I will confer with
Bill?
Bill Trudeau, and we'll get that taken care of.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like a wonderful lady.
I hope we all there that day. Okay, all right. All right,
I'll be in town, I know that.
okay.
Can I get a motion?
Make a motion to move Resolution 93.81.24R out of committee with a favorable recommendation.
Second? Second by Councilmember Ronani. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Now,
We can
I
do
mean, as a
Derek's.
committee, do you want to move forward with these?
Yeah, we can move,
Since
I
nobody's
want
here
to,
on behalf,
I'm
Go
going
for
to,
it. Okay.
I'll
Just
speak
wanna-
on.
Just want to
Derek's-
ask.
Derek's
So let's
resolution.
talk about Resolution 596125, Life and Legacy of Shirley Archie, and renaming a portion of Waterley Ave in his honor. I mean, the resolution is pretty self-explanatory. Talks about, I mean, I'll read a little bit for the record since the sponsor isn't here. Shirley Ann served as a sour activist for social justice whose convictions were an inspiration to hundreds of friends and passerby, whereas one of 5 children raised by a single mother in Niagara Falls. Shirley Archie Jr. overcame a severe case of tuberculosis and its years of hospitalization and quarantine. In his youth was not marked by overt racism, but after being drafted into the Army to serve as an intelligence officer in Vietnam, racial tension became prevalent. I'm just going to skip around. Whereas Shirley Archie Jr. began his journey of keeping a silent vigil on street corners for much of the following decade, often traveling across the city of Albany and surrounding communities to stand against racism. At the intersection of Central Avenue and Waterloo Avenue, Archie's activism drew a following of over-concerned members, inspiring them to join him at noon every first Saturday of the month. Whereas Archie will not be remembered just for standing against racism, but for his advocacy in other ways, including participating in peace walks against nuclear proliferation, supporting efforts to combat racial injustice in the food system, acting in the documentary theater performance Whitewashed, the Racism Project that highlighted racism and oppression, and given talks on racial justice. And basically, that's a quick biography of Shirley, so I have no issues with renaming the street in his honor. Any questions or any comments?
I'd like to make a motion to move Resolution 596125R out of committee with a positive recommendation.
Second?
Second.
Second by Joyce Love, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Now let's do Resolution 7125R, honoring the life and legacy of Destiny A. Green and renaming a portion of Wilbur Street in her honor. Councilmember Love would like to say a few words on behalf of Councilmember Derek Johnson, who's the sponsor.
Yes, thank you, Chair. I like to say this is really heartbreaking, and it's really hard for me to get through this, but I know her grandmother. I didn't know her mother. I knew her grandmother. Her grandmother was named Padilla. Lovely lady. This Destiny was at the wrong place at the wrong time. She's a resident of Colony. She went to Colony High. She was out one evening with her uncle to buy some sneakers from someone, and I could be wrong, from someone off of us that somebody had brought off of Amazon or somewhere off the line. And the intention was to rob him. and Destiny was sitting in the back seat, and she caught the bullet. She died shortly after in the hospital. It's a waste. The girl never got a chance to grow up. Finish for me. Finish for me.
Yeah,
Alani?
yeah, and again, you know, any death by gun violence is tragic, and it's important that we recognize individuals who have so much potential to see. And I believe that, you know, Councilmember Johnson, Councilmember Joyce Love stand in honor of this recognition to the family and to the community. Her family began a scholarship in 2021 in her memory for student graduating high school and providing at least 2 $500 checks yearly. And I think that's so important to make sure that her memories and her life lives on. So I'll make a motion to move resolution 727125 out of committee with a positive recommendation.
Second by Joyce Love. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. That's the end of the agenda. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any nays? Thank you all.